Welcome back, everyone. Going into the second half here of week 54. Adam, what's going on with these dwarfs?
Well, I believe you're going to fight them.
What made you think that?
I didn't consider that. That wasn't a consideration of mine, yeah.
I was thinking that it was probably what was going to happen. So let me just finish. I've got this map here, and then we'll make it so you can fight them. Here, let me drag you over. Welcome to the hallway.
Oh, God.
Okay, so I need a couple more of these guys. Here we go. All right, so there's 3 of them. There's 4 of you, and you're in the hall. And yeah, there's doors all along the hallway. And they're ready to roll.
Get rolled on, more like.
Maybe if
these fucking doors are the ones that drop Berg, that's just goddamn embarrassing.
Okay. So
it would be full circle then, wouldn't it be, Berg? You know what I'm saying?
So you guys can go ahead. let me clear the initiative order, and then you can roll. You can go ahead and roll initiative. Okay.
Oh, boy. Big old 4.
All right. Let me roll for these dudes.
Yeah. And web.
Oh, damn. They're ready for fight.
But are they going to swing first?
I mean, yes.
Okay.
Based on the initiative that I'm looking at, Kalimat, I still need initiative from you. Also, Berg, don't forget you get to.
I was just gonna say, don't I have like a thing for that? Yeah.
You can see it right there, Adam.
Trying to remember.
Oh, you just didn't select your token. Okay.
Got it.
So it doesn't show up for. Oh, okay. Sorry.
Okay, I got it.
How
20.
How many,
yes.
do you guys want to bet that it's gonna be less than a 5?
It's advantage, so you're okay. Either way, it's no worse.
Wow, I was actually going to take that bet, but yeah.
Berg does not roll very well in initiative often.
Sorry about that, buddy. Okay. All right. So they begin the battle. And I think that they just rush you, right? Like they're ready to go.
How's this guy doing over here?
I'm switching them over to another token.
He's walking through walls and shit. Come on.
Who's this guy right here?
No, I'm switching the.
That'd be terrifying, though, wouldn't it?
Switching the tokens around because I don't want them to look like guys that are not dwarves. There we go. That's better. Okay. All right. So here we go. The first guy in front of you, the dude with the mace with the kissy face, takes a swing at Ramus. So as soon as you drop your hammer, and as soon as everybody gets all like, we're gonna fight, he's just like, all right, that's what we came here for.
I'll use Warding Flare to give him disadvantage on the attack roll.
So he takes his first swing. And for him, it's just this guy in the front. He gets a +1, but this is disadvantage. So he's like, two-handed swing at you, and you dodge out of the way, and he hits the floor with his first swing, shakes his head, and clears his eyes, and then he swings back the other way on his second attack. And that one hits you. It should say bludgeoning, so you take 6 bludgeoning damage on that second swing. Cool. Okay. So that's that dude. Kalimat, well, I guess the other 2 rush forward. So Kalimat and Salihafha both have attackers as well.
Uh-oh.
So, Kalimat, for you, what's your armor class?
16.
Okay, so first swing. So that one's a 10. He misses. And the second swing, that one's a hit for 12.
Okay. So uncanny dodge, I have that, right?
You can once per round. You can have the damage you take. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. And then Sully, 2 attacks on you.
I will take the shield reaction for the first one, so I gain +5 AC.
All right. So he swings at you, and then what does it look like? Because I think you've cast shield as a reaction yet.
I think it hits like an imaginary. It's just like an imaginary force field around me that kind of like.
Right.
Yeah.
So you don't like put your hand out or anything.
No.
It just hits the shield that's there
Yeah.
instinctively.
Yeah. My
Cool.
eyes probably shut, and then it just hits like an imaginary force field.
Right.
And sparks.
You wince like it's gonna hit you. You're like, "Ugh," and then it just banks off the imaginary wall, the force field. Okay, and then the second swing, you still have the +5.
Yep.
Okay, so he's just like, oh, this isn't fair, and it's just like banging against this force field in front of you. Okay, Kalimat, it is your turn.
Okay, I use my bonus action to disengage.
Okay.
And I take I see the swing coming. The first one wafts by me, and the second one hits me on the shoulders. Poof, and I take like a supposedly, hopefully graceful step back behind Berg. And as I'm stepping back, I pull up my crossbow and take a. Now, I can let's see here. You don't need advantage on the attack. If the target, sneak attack.
All 3 of these guys are open to sneak attack because
Okay,
they're,
cool.
they're all adjacent to Ramus.
Perfect. That's what I do. I take a step back, kind of behind Berg. I shoot him with my crossbow for the sneak attack.
Okay.
Sick.
All right. 16.
I don't think you hit them. Nope,
Shit.
you do not.
All right.
Yeah, so
I thought it might have been enough.
you hit, but their armor is tough. So you fire your crossbow, and it stunks into a piece of like a tough piece of leather or hide or something on their armor.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep. So I did my bonus, my action, and my move. Yep.
Yeah. All right,
Okay.
Ramus.
All right. I will activate Spirit Guardians.
Okay.
So 15-foot aura around me is swirling spirits that just keep attacking my enemies, but not my allies.
Okay.
And I think I'll stay where I am.
All right, and it's when they can you just post it in the log so I can have. All right, so and as we remember, the spirits, the howling spirits, are just Ramus's, right? They're just like.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Magically transparent copies of you just flying around going like.
They're all shouting. They're all shouting
Ramus.
insults. Idiot!
Oh my gosh,
Yes. What's mine?
it's the worst.
Your beard looks dumb.
I hate your
Yeah.
face.
So at the start of their turn, they each make a save, and if they fail it, they take half or full.
Perfect. Okay. Berg, it is your turn.
Cool.
We rolled the same thing. Berg, you want me to go first?
You get to choose. Yeah.
Can I go first, Berg?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. I will take an attack of opportunity and back up. I have 22 AC, so we'll see how it goes.
No, you don't have 22 AC. It goes away at the start of your turn. It doesn't matter.
Your
He doesn't hit
next
you
turn, though.
Yeah. This is your next turn.
That's kind of bullshit.
It's your immediate next turn. The next time you have a turn, it is your turn, so it stops.
Well, he still misses, unless he has advantage.
No.
Okay. But now I know. And I'll go back. Is this a touch spell? Hold on. Nope. Range 30 feet. All right.
So that's technically Berg did roll a 5.
It's true. I did.
Oh,
It's
so
fine.
he has advantage on that stuff? Okay. Thanks, chat. Good job, guys. Way to be idiots.
We'll do it in this. We'll do it in this order. This
Way to
time.
work.
Yeah, who cares? I don't care. I feel like I get to say if I want to, keep that or whatever.
Sure.
I don't give a fuck. Go ahead.
Don't, but yeah, it's fine.
Well,
So, like I
he
said,
holds
I-
action until I cast
it's
the
okay.
spell. That's all he's doing.
Adam didn't say. I'm making. I'm saying it's okay. It's like I'm just taking his power away right now.
Yeah.
You can't do that.
You can't do that. Not when I'm sick. Not when I'm not sick. Like,
I go back 30 feet, and then I'm going to cast Enlarge on Berg.
damn.
All right.
That's a lot of text
It's so
to read.
big because I'm in orc. I have orc.
So you cause a creature or object you can see within range to grow larger or smaller for the duration. Berg becomes huge Berg. So Berg, I don't think you didn't see this coming, right? You didn't expect this.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, you just get taller and spread out, and you feel the walls like bump against you. Your head bumps against the ceiling, and suddenly you're enormous. How tall were you before?
I don't want to say in case this is a hindrance. 7 foot
So you're
1.
So you're like 14 feet tall now.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, there's enough room for you. Like you're crouched a little bit, but it's no big deal.
So Berg's like.
Yeah. You have advantage on strength checks and strength saves. Your weapons also grow to match your new size and deal an extra D4 damage.
Fuck.
Yeah,
I was gonna rage, but now I just don't even feel like I need to.
So let's see. Huge Berg. How long does this last?
A minute. 1 minute.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
so 10 rounds.
So I don't usually use I don't use a voice changer on Berg stuff, but his voice is like.
Awesome.
Are he just big and laughing the entire time? Do you just sit there and like have a giggle, a bird giggle? Sounds like Bowser. I love it.
So good. All right, so Berg becomes enormous. Ramus, there's an enormous Berg behind you. And are you done with your turn, Sully?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, huge Berg, what are you gonna do?
I can't help but laughing at it. It sounds so ridiculous.
So good.
All right. Does that affect anything with Berg's like taking damage or whatever?
Nope.
No. Okay.
Advantage on strength checks and saving throws, and then
you
the
know what?
extra
Just to be completely terrifying, I am gonna rage.
Okay.
And go. And I only get the extra attack from the Bergzerk, right?
Yeah. So
Cool.
you'll have
Bergzerk
two attacks.
Rage. Blah.
You have 2 attacks this turn, and then use your bonus.
I had a question about that because I could be wrong on this, but I'm reading the Feral Instinct thing, the second paragraph where it says, additionally, if you aren't surprised at the beginning of combat and aren't incapacitated, you can act normally on your first turn. Is that talking about something different than like when I interpret act normally? Does that not mean that I can get the all 3 attacks?
It means that you instinctively rage even if you're surprised, and you weren't surprised.
Okay. So it's saying in case of being surprised or whatever. Okay, cool, got it. Then yeah, Berserker Rage, and will attack. Has any of them even been dealt any damage?
No, not yet. So the dwarf in front of you watches you like grow up, and she's like, "I's freaking huge!" And then you just come to smash him with the smasher. All right, go ahead and you get 2 attacks.
And then attack this guy right there.
Okay.
With my giant apology of Emperor Shay.
Okay. Yep. So you hit.
Okay.
Plus a D4.
14. Yeah, plus D4. So.
-9, -3. Whoop, another 3.
Nice.
For the hammer. Okay, great.
17.
Okay. You get
Second attack.
You get another attack.
All right.
Down you jump. So I think you're lumbering a little. You're not used to being so huge.
Yeah,
The
it's
first
probably
one,
it's off balance.
the hammer slams the dwarf into the wall. The second swing, the dwarf ducks, and you just bash a hole in the wall. And on the other side, like on the other side, there's someone in the apartment who's just like,
Berg's like,
you just poke your enormous orc head around the corner. Rad. Okay. So they're gonna go. I think let's roll these saves. These are wisdom saves.
Wisdom save.
Ooh,
So 1,
not the best roll.
2, and 3. Okay, so the third one, the one that Berg just smushed, is going to take another 7 damage, and the other 2 take 3.
Yeah. Whew. We'll talk about a fizzle on that one.
Okay. All right. Okay. Cool. So so in the face of being annoyed by or being smashed by Berg, these ones are just kind of like swiping at the spirits that flies around them.
does their resolve look a little broken, or are they still like, we'll get them?
They're still fighting. They haven't taken any losses yet. So I think the one with the leader, the one with the little kissy face mace, is gonna take 2 swings on Ramus. So here's the first one, Ramus. So hit for 8.
Oh, whoops! I have advantage.
Yeah, roll.
So I'll roll a second time.
Yep.
Oh, right.
Oh,
Jesus.
Right away, yeah.
Jeez.
All right, so the spell disappears, and then the second swing with the mace doesn't connect. That one misses. Okay. The one on top is going to move over here, and then these two are both attacking Big Berg.
Big Bird?
That's my BB.
Big Bird?
All right, so 2 taxi. So here's the first one. So you take 4 on that one, right?
Yeah,
soft.
4 damage. Okay.
And then second one is a miss. And then the other one, 2 attacks. That's a miss, I think, on that second
that's a
attack.
miss, yeah.
And the last one also.
Is
All
another
right.
miss.
Swatting them aside. I think one of them, he hits you in the leg. You don't even really notice. Calumet, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
Okay, let's see here. Okay. Yeah. Oh, okay. If I use my breath weapon, I can't do a second attack. Is that correct?
Yeah, it's just an attack. It takes up your attack action.
Okay. Then I will do one hand crossbow and one offhand crossbow. Or does that need a load or something?
Yeah, I think so. You
if
have
it's not a hand crossbow, you can't do that.
yes.
It is a hand crossbow.
Oh.
Okay, so you can draw your other hand crossbow. So you have one in each hand,
Okay.
and shoot one, and then an offhand attack with the other. Let me see how that
No, I
works.
think he reloads it with his offhand.
Yeah, I feel like you can't. I feel like you
Okay,
can't.
that's fine. Then I will take the other one that is loaded, because I have 2 of them.
Yeah.
I'll take the other one that is loaded, and I will attempt to stab the guy that's to the right of Berg. Well, to my right, I guess.
So you want to move up?
Yep. I'm gonna try and stab that guy first. First thing first. I'm gonna try and stab him.
Okay, sure.
Okay.
Stab
Short
him
sword
up.
coming at him.
Oh,
damn.
Crit! Sneak
Nice.
attack.
He's very distracted fighting Berg.
Okay. And let's see. Do I just click on short sword to do damage, or?
Yeah, click on where it says short sword in the.
Okay.
There you go.
But your
Okay,
sneak
so
attack's
deal-
also doubled.
You deal 8 and then roll what 4d?
3d6.
It's double whatever you normally roll
66.
Oh, really? Jesus.
because it's a
Yeah.
crit.
Yeah.
Okay.
So 8 plus 18. 20.
Okay, so
Six?
18. Nice. Okay. So this enforcer is so busy fighting Giant Berg that you managed to slip in and then short sword.
Okay. And then let's see. I use my action to disengage again.
You're okay.
And
finish your
move.
move?
What's that?
Yeah, because you move, you attack, cunning action to disengage, and then move again. And then finish moving because you
Yes.
moved 5 feet or whatever, 10 feet. Where do you want to go?
I'll go over there.
Okay, sure. Sounds
Yep.
good.
Okay.
Okay, Ramus.
Okay. I am going to disengage and move through Berg back over there.
Okay, sounds good. Sully Hoffa.
Well, you open up an avenue. I'll line up with this guy and do my. Is it Gamora? Is that
Gamera, yeah.
Gamera? Yeah, I'm doing my my
Gamora.
fire bolt thing.
Daughter of Thanos.
Yeah, that's where I got that from. Because I can't shoot the one through Berg, right? Because I'd be hitting Berg, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. So I'll do this northernmost one. with a firebolt. 26.
Yes. Yeah.
Why is that? Oh, I guess that is +7. 12 damage. Not bad.
Nice. Okay, so someone's getting heavily picked on. All right. Cool. All right, you hurl a firebolt, and the dwarf shouts in pain as you burn her hair, and and singe her. All right, Hugeberg, it's your turn.
Yeah. All right. Continuing on the one
bird.
that I've been wailing on before. Big bird. All right, ready?
It's just fun to say, man.
It is. It's really fun to say. We got 16, and then
Plus a D4?
if he's still alive. Still alive?
Yes.
1d4. Big bird. It's so stupid. An extra one. So 17 damage.
All right. Yep. Still fighting.
Another one. I don't know if it's just under their AC, isn't it?
Yeah, that one misses.
Okay. And then final. Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
16. If that's not enough, I
Get
can
a
add
20.
one more.
Get a 20.
All right.
Another
What?
D4.
That's a 45.
Oh,
a 1d45.
Big bird, no!
I'm stupid.
Yeah, you just roll D45s for all your damage now.
And then another 3 on top of that. 16.
19
All right,
total.
so what was the total? 19 for that second one?
Yeah,
Yeah.
19. The second one.
All right, this one's running low. You've bashed up the walls and the floor. There's dwarf blood all over the place. This one's having a rough time.
That's going to be the next Court of Swords merch is Berg and a Big Bird cosplay, and it just says Big Berg underneath.
Big bird.
See, I just think of like Big Pun and like other large rappers.
Sure,
Like
sure.
Killer Mike.
So
all
am
right.
I just behind him like fucking hunched down, just going Big Berg?
Yeah, it's a guy like back here like Big Bird, and Berg's just sitting there like,
You're the hype tortoise.
Yeah, the hype tortoise.
Hype tortoise. All right, Big Berg City Brass Tour, 1986. The thugs, they will descend on Big Berg with many a swing. All right, so here we go. This is the guy with the fancy mace.
I'd be the
let's see if
worst hype man. It's just slow as fuck the
God,
entire
they suck
time.
right now.
rolling really bad.
Holy shit.
Nice.
They cannot hit anything.
You're just giving shit there. you
One
go.
hit for 5 damage.
And then I got one more attack. There we go.
you
Another hit for 6.
So-
There you go.
How much is it? 6?
Yes. 6 on that second attack. So 11 total. So yeah, they're just like shouting and like bashing away at your legs and ankles.
Berg's just sitting there. As they're like hitting him and doing nothing.
All right, Calumet, your turn.
Big Berg will be right back. All right, so let's see. Now, this might be silly or whatever, but quick question: Can I blast a breath weapon between Berg's legs?
No, you'll hit him.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, you got it.
Now, if I move up to the guy at the very top of the map, would the cone stretch out to hit 2 of them?
You could, if you were standing here, you could get all except this bottom one. You could hit these 2 with your thunder breath.
Okay. So, yep, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to move to the corner up here and give a blast to these 2 guys of the breath, of the thunder breath.
Nice.
Thunder dragon. Oh!
All right, so your chest cavity swells with the power of thunder, and you blast them with a sudden loud noise and shaking. So let's see how they do. One in front of you, and then the one behind him.
Jeez.
Okay, so they both make the save. So they're gonna take half. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, people are saying breath weapon, but like honestly, the breath weapon is not very strong.
Yeah, it's not very strong. It's only a 2d6.
Yeah. Which seems outrageous. I mean, if I only get to use it once a day, you'd think they'd pump it up a little bit. Anyway, so let's see. I moved. I took an action.
You got that bonus action. You can still disengage.
I know I can still disengage.
I'm back. Sorry. Hello.
Does that mean I can use now? Does that offhand attack? The breath weapon takes both of those attacks, right?
Yeah, it's your attack action. Yep.
Okay. So then I will. You know what? I'm gonna stay up here just a bit, and I'm gonna try. Wait a minute. I don't need to help Berg. I was gonna do the help action, but fuck that. He doesn't need my help. So I am going to. If you disengage, can you disengage? You can't disengage through somebody, right?
No, you can't move through another person's square, but you can move diagonally, so you could go boop, 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 like that. Yeah. Because there is technically a gap between them here. And you can move through Berg.
Nah, I'm not going to group. I'll just go back to where I was before.
Just hide behind Berg.
Well, tanks are tanks, man.
True.
And I'm doing well. I'm good at hitting, running back, run back.
True.
Okay. All right. So you jump forward, do a little breath weapon, jump back. Ramus, it's your turn.
I will
Just
summon
comes out like a cough.
my spiritual weapon behind the badly injured one in front of Berg.
Okay. All right. So you can cast that
That's
spiritual
Big
weapon.
Berg to you.
Right.
Big Berg.
It's so fun to say. I don't know why it's so fun to say.
It's super fun. That's why I've just been saying it the entire time.
Swing at him, and I crit with spiritual weapon.
Ooh.
Nice.
The little
Okay, and that
dude.
was you wanted it right there.
The one down. The one's badly beat up.
Oh yeah. Okay. There you go.
And then 11 force damage.
Okay. So that one doesn't even know that the hammer is there when it comes down and kills him. So yeah, he dies. You cave his head in with your magical weapon.
Nice.
And then I will use my action to cast Sacred Flame on the guy on the very top.
Okay. All right. So she's going to. Let's see. Okay. What kind of save is it? Dex save?
Yeah, Dex save.
Okay, got it. So no dice on that one. All right, Sully.
You can tell me. I'm doing this for pure flavor, not necessarily for any. I'd love an intimidation roll, but I'm not sure what they're gonna do. I'm gonna cast minor illusion and just make a second Big Berg behind them right here.
Oh shit, Big Bird back at you again.
And
Times.
since I am School of Illusion, I can do two different things. So it's going to be a sound and image. It's going to be this image of Berg, and it's going to be the sound of Berg just laughing. Two things up if you can. 2 squares up.
Okay.
Yeah, right there.
Okay. All right. Cool.
It's like two of them laughing.
Awesome. All right. So now there's another Big Berg behind him.
It does say if the creature uses its action to examine that, the creature can determine it's an illusion with a successful intelligence.
Minor illusion can only be 5 feet big as a cube.
Oh, so it's a mini Big Berg. Do a mini Big Berg then. That's even better.
All right, little Big Berg.
Little Big Berg.
Little Berg.
Yeah.
I love it. That's my favorite. It's my favorite rap duo, Big Berg and Little Berg.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Oh my god. Amazing.
Berg.
Oh man.
All right.
You're gonna go down today with the apology of Emperor Faye.
God damn it.
Yep. Loving it. All right. So Big Berg and Little Berg. The dwarves are very confused about this. They don't know what the hell's going on. Berg, it is your turn. I'm gonna make them make a morale check on their turn because they just lost one. And but first, Big Berg, what are you gonna do?
Gonna do Big Berg things.
This one's pretty hurt, by the way, the northernmost one.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, this other target was going down, so you go for the next weakest target. Bow.
Okay.
Got 16 again. Plus an additional. I tried to repeat the attack and it did some weird code, so I'm not going to do that. There you go.
Okay. How much?
18 total.
18.
Yeah, and I gained 4 back. 1, 2, 3, 4.
All right.
And then second attack. Wow. Not
Okay,
so much.
Second one, not so much. And then you get a third one because you're berserking.
Yep. Wow.
Ah.
Not so much again.
Okay. All right. So you're flailing at them, and you're causing some damage. But let's see if they stay to fight or if they flee.
Oh,
Looks like they are gonna. Oh yeah, they take off.
Jesus.
They're fucking out.
All right, so Berg, as the one in front leaves, you get an attack of opportunity. Now this one's gonna run too, so you only get one attack of opportunity. Which one do you want to attack? The one with the
one that has the
leader?
most damage, which I would be
This one.
closest, right?
So like this guy. I mean, they're actually both exactly the same amount of hurt.
All right, well then whoever's closest and
that's
close to
the
running
first one
away,
to
so it'd be that guy. Yeah, let's try to go for that guy.
Do it.
Did you say that was the leader? You said?
It's the guy with the fancy weapon and the guy that was leading the little like flying V of them when they came towards you.
Wow.
Okay. How much damage is that?
18 and
plus the
then
D4.
plus the
Yeah,
D4, which is
22. Do it up. Oh, 21.
Yeah, you kill him. He turns to run, and you just smash him. And then the other one.
Can I shoot the other one?
No, you only get an attack of opportunity. So he's gonna move. Dwarves movement rate is. They have 25 or do they have 30? Let's remember.
25.
25, yeah.
Did I get any of that necrotic back, or did you die before? Probably.
Oh yeah, he died. He died before you.
Or he's-
Oh, actually no, you get it back.
Yeah.
Because you rolled. Let me see. So it was.
Was it the D4 that finished him?
It was 14 plus the D because the D4 is how big your weapon is.
Right. Okay.
So he had 19 hit points. So you did 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Oh, you killed him with the necrotic damage.
Nice.
Interesting.
Uh-oh.
Can you make a
Mark down.
make a wisdom save for me first?
Oh shit.
God damn it.
Or-
We've
fuck.
have you messed this up before?
I don't know, but I'm gonna use inspiration on this.
Okay.
All right. Do I want to use inspiration on this? Fuck.
It's up to you, man.
Because there's gonna be some crazy shit coming down the line.
It's your
Yes.
character.
I'm not gonna use inspiration on this. I'm not gonna.
Okay. Your call. I don't know what. Okay. It wouldn't have mattered. You made the right call.
Yeah, 12. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Enough save. I think that's enough. Maybe depending on what this is all about.
Okay. So here's what happens.
boy.
You become. There's a condition. I can't remember what it's called. Like confused or
boy.
stunned or something. Let me look at the conditions list.
If I
Yeah.
just kept some fucking dwarf.
So failing the save means you are stunned. You take the stunned condition, so you're incapacitated, can't move. You get to save again next turn. But the reason that you're stunned, Big Berg, is that you're suddenly flooded with this dude's like personality and soul and memories. And so what you get is a sudden flash of this guy's life flashing before your eyes as
Wow.
he dies. And his memories sort of seeping into you. You envision a caravan in the desert, like a dwarven caravan. This kid and his family. You envision him like growing up. There's like an attack by some bandits, and like you get all of these things flashing by you. If you want to try to like remember things that he knew at one point, you could try to do that. But for right now, he just gets absorbed into your mind, and then his body crumples in front of you, and his mace, his beloved mace, clatters to the ground. And I don't know, how does Berg react? Like you're stunned, so you can't do anything. But
Yeah.
you can do.
I think maybe Berg's probably just depends on how this guy lived his life. I'm assuming. Well, I'm getting everything right, so I guess as I'm getting all like the bad memories and things like that, has he? I'm gonna ask you this: has he ever had any dealings with like half orcs and being a slave owner or anything like that?
Yeah,
or
totally. Yeah.
okay, so yeah, as Berg's like seeing this, the emotional toll and overwhelming nature of just all of his emotions and stuff, coupled with seeing the visual and memory aspects of him like abusing slaves is just like overloading him completely. So you might actually even see Berg like start like weeping as a result of just everything, the combination of that mixing with his own tortured past. So Berg just can't move and is like uncontrollably like weeping all of a sudden.
Okay, cool. Do you speak Dwarven, Berg?
I don't.
You do
I mean,
now.
I think we established that Berg probably knows like a little bit of Dwarvish.
Well, now
but
you
he can't-
know. Now you know all of it.
Fuck yeah!
And so whatever Berg is like saying, he's like muttering it in Dwarvish. And that other thug starts to run away. Kalimat, it's your turn.
Okay. Let's see here. Let's see. 10. And then from here. Now he's an ally. Do I have to go around him or can I go through him?
You can go right through him.
Okay, I can. Okay.
You can go through all that stuff right here.
Okay. So I will move the full 30, and as I hit the 30, I'll have my crossbow out, and I'm gonna take a shot at the guy.
Okay.
Now this I can't do sneak attack on this one, right?
Right.
Or can I?
No.
Nope.
No. Okay. 1 second here. Oh wait. If I use my inspiration to get advantage, then I can.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So I will use my inspiration to get advantage.
Perfect.
Let me mark that off. Use my inspiration to get advantage, and then take a sneak attack shot at this guy with the crossbow. Go.
Yeah, you fire, and I think that the guard, like, she slips or something, and you fire, and if she were standing, you would have hit her, but it goes past her and hits the wall.
Okay.
Anything else, Kalimat? Oh yeah, and you're like there now, basically, right? So.
Yep. No, I moved. I moved the full 30.
Yeah, it's so every square that Berg occupies is 10, so it's like 10. 15 to there, and then another. I guess you'd be there.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna continue to give chase.
Okay. All right.
Yep.
Because you use your move action, you used your attack, and then you have your cunning action still. Can you take the dash action with that?
Yes, I can.
Yeah, so you can move again if you want.
Move another 30.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll get
Move
up.
right up
I'll
there.
get right up on him.
Okay. There you go. All right.
On
Ravis.
top of them.
I will move up about there. I'll look right at the dude and be like, "Where are you going?" And cast command. He has to make a wisdom save.
All right. What is the command? Stop.
Approach. So he has to
okay.
come to me.
Okay. All right. Wisdom save.
Get over here.
Yeah, pretty much.
Fail.
Fails. Okay. So Kalimat, he or she, as she's running, she stops, puts her hand on the wall, and it's like, and like turns around and like goes to shove you out of the way because she's got to like go. She's got to use her part of her action to run back towards Ramus.
Okay.
Okay. So Sully Huffa, your turn.
Well, Sully's really confused because I don't know if the party wants to kill this person.
There's all kinds of crazy stuff going on.
I don't know why the fuck Berg is just sitting there stunned.
Crying.
Yeah, freaking the fuck out. I want to. Is there any way for me to discern without just asking the players straight up if they want to kill this guy?
I mean, yeah, you'd have to ask, I think.
I feel like it's pretty known Berg doesn't like dwarves, or he doesn't feel any remorse for a dead dwarf.
All right. Well, I'll probably mess with this, so I'll just do this anyways. I'm just gonna firebolt it. Actually, I can't because he's in the way, right? I can't cast through him.
Is Firebolt like magic missile, like automatically hits or not?
No,
it's not.
Firebolt's an attack. It's a ranged attack, and you can't shoot through people, right, Adam?
I think like there's cover if you're shooting through an ally, because you can be like, get out of the way, and they can like move. Yeah, I'm not sure what the exact. I can't remember what the exact rule is, but I would say that they would have cover, like half cover against the attack.
Okay. Well, I'll move right in front of Ramus, and then if I get a clear shot without any allies in the, I'm gonna hold. You can't. Can you hold spells? What's the determination on that?
Yeah, you can.
Okay,
You
yeah,
cast,
I'm gonna
cast most of the spell and then hold it. So as soon as you have a clear shot.
as soon as I have a clear shot of the dwarf, I'll cast Firebolt on it.
Okay. All right. Berg, do you want to make that? You don't get to do anything on your turn, but at the end of your turn, you get another Wisdom save.
Yeah, you do that.
Okay, go ahead and do that.
Not very good.
Nope. The memories are still washing over you. Yeah, you're having these memories of. Oh yeah, that's the other thing is I guess you're shrinking. You're being reduced to normal size. Your illusion isn't concentration though.
No, it is not.
Okay, all right. So Berg returns to normal size.
He's saying face to
Yeah, and so
But
like,
the other one's still doing the low pitch where you're laughing at the same time because that illusion's still there.
And so you're still like overwhelmed with memories. It's like you're not even here. Like Berg is elsewhere, seeing flashes of this guy's memories. You see him, and I think he's in like a gambling house or a bunch of like heavily tattooed humans around him, and they're all watching around this table. And the dwarf, he's stripped down to like a loincloth, and so is his opponent. They're in this room, and they're playing some kind of gambling like game. And on the table there's a pile of gold and jewels, and in that pile there is this mace, this beautiful like silver mace with a like beautiful lady face, and you just feel this desperate greed to have it. And you're just like, oh, you have to, and you Yeah, and you slam down the wooden chits that you have in your hand, and the other guy gets up and shouts something and throws his chits down and leaves, and you just like feel the warmth of the gold in your arms as you scrape it off the table into your lap, and you're just like, oh yeah, and just like holding the mace. It's like the best moment of your life, and you're just overwhelmed by this memory.
Nice.
So you're not berserking anymore. And this thug, let's see. The target moves towards you by the shortest and most direct route, ending its turn if it moves within 5 feet of you.
So it's gonna have to sprint.
And it only lasts for 1 round. So yeah, I think it just has to use its action to move towards you. So Kalamite, you can, if you have a melee weapon in your hand, you can make a melee attack as it goes by. Do you want to do that?
Yep.
Okay.
Now does that count as sneaky? Since he's gonna turn his back on me.
So you have to have an ally next to them, or advantage. So.
So I wouldn't have advantage. Okay.
No.
Okay.
So it's an attack of opportunity as they run by.
Cool. Okay. Short sword coming to him. Well, actually, hold on.
Yes.
How far did it move?
50 feet.
45, yeah.
Okay, so can I do the dash action?
It's not your turn yet. This is like a free shot.
Okay. Sorry, my bad. Got it. All right. 23.
Okay, yeah, you hit. Roll damage.
Okay.
Okay, so
6 of them.
You slash at her as she runs by, and she feels it and is like mad and wants to stay and beat the shit out of you, but can't. And then suddenly you hurl the firebolt but miss. And then she runs up to Ramus, and that finishes her turn. All right, Calumet, now it's your turn.
Okay, so I will do the bonus action dash action, and then just run through the back.
All right. So this one, if you hit, you'll get the bonus damage.
Okay.
Jesus.
But hey, I got my offhand though.
What do you have in your offhand?
Another short sword. I have 2 short swords, 2 hand crossbows.
So you've dropped your crossbow and you got your
Yep.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So do we make you a macro for your offhand attack?
Yeah, you did.
Okay. All right.
Yep.
So you just run out, taking 2 slashes, and nope, not so much. Ramus, you got what you wanted. The dwarf approached.
Thanks, you left your dead friends here. And I bonus action.
True. Yeah, you technically wouldn't have had that second attack because
You're right. Absolutely.
It
Yep.
doesn't matter. But yeah. All right. Anyway, sorry, Ramus.
Go. 24 roll with a spiritual weapon
Okay.
for 6 force damage.
Okay. All right.
And then I will reach out with a melee spell attack with inflict wounds, and 18. Is that enough?
That's a hit. Yep.
Okay, for 18 necrotic damage.
Yum.
So what does that look like? You just like hit her with the hammer, and she turns to look at that, and then you just reach out and touch her. What is that?
I touch her
kill her.
face, and like everything around my hand on her body starts to wither and rot, and she just gets like this disease on her face, and it just starts choking her.
It's like the Nazis at the end of Indiana Jones, right? Like she just kind of and like her bones kind of crumble inside, and her head collapses on itself, and she just falls to the ground in a sticky mess.
Yikes.
Yeah, Ramus is not a nice person. Berg, do you want to make another saving throw?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Did that kill him?
Oh yeah, it's dead. So Berg is still like caught. Something is happening to Berg. The people in the hovel in the Warren have gone and hidden in their houses, but Berg is still like a wreck, like muttering in Dwarven, clutching this mace.
I look at Ramos and I'm just like, what can we do to help him?
I think we just gotta let him ride this out. Wouldn't touch him right now. He's a little agitated. He might attack you. Just, Berg, can you hear me?
And Berg's just like muttering, no, you won't get it. It's mine. Like that, like, you know.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and so I think now you're envisioning like this place that you're in now, and being given these other dwarves to command, and being put in a position of power in Sabine's organization. Maybe you have these memories of like breaking somebody's legs with this mace while your other friends like watch and laugh. This dwarf lived a cruel life in the Undercity, and you are reliving every moment of it.
This
Want to
is.
make another save?
Oh, okay.
I guess everybody else has an opportunity to do something. Then Berg can save.
Well, I was gonna say this is the most interesting thing that's happened in Salyafa's past 24 hours. Will I learn anything from an Arcana check?
No, because there's no like you can't immediately see, like he's not like shooting off magic. Maybe if you cast detect magic, but I don't know if you have that prepared.
It's a ritual.
Right, but that's 10 minutes. That's 60 wisdom saves for Berg.
Can I use persuasion to like calm him down? Like I don't know what a skill would be to like
try.
Okay. I just speak in a very calm, like hypnotic tone.
Oh, I like it.
Berg, come back to us. I don't know where you went, Berg, but follow the sound of my voice. 28.
Nice. Okay, so you have advantage on this next one.
Okay. Oh, you want me to do it again?
No,
Berg
Berg
does.
does. Yeah.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Oh, advantage on the next saving throw.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Hopefully you roll better than a 0.
Boop.
Jesus.
He's got a -2, but still, like.
Well, I know,
love-
like
I
the.
love- I love this idea of like this is such a clear parallel to me of like Kalimat coming up and being like, "Hey, big guy, sun's getting real low."
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I had in my head too. Okay. Grab his hand and just.
Do we get another round of actions?
Yeah. So Berg, I think that you're in this guy's memory, and you're at like a party, and you're up above world. You've used some of the money that you've made breaking legs for Sabine to like buy yourself some time up above in the proper upper city. And it's not like a nice neighborhood, but you can see the sky and the stars, and you're like around other people who are drinking and talking, and you've caught the eye like a dwarven lady, and you're like flirting with her and like feeling real good, and you can hear music, like dwarven music playing, and but meanwhile you're just like grabbing your face and like drooling, and it's a bad time for actual Berg.
Yeah.
What is everybody else gonna do? Kalimat, you can keep trying to like talk him down.
Yeah.
I have an idea of what I want to do, but feel free for everyone else to go first.
You can go ahead and do yours first. We've all done something so far.
I have to ask Adam, how much of a would I have seen pictures of Azure Vortex? Or like drawings or paintings or anything? Would that have been of something that I would have researched?
No, she was just like a monk.
Berg, who?
She was not just a monk, Adam.
I
I mean,
guess.
not to you, but to the rest of the world.
Yeah, I know.
And a hermit at that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think. I mean, I guess. Oh, well, what? What was the slaver's name? Who was that name? I'm forgetting.
Kukrit?
I met with Kukrit, so I will make a minor illusion of Kukrit next to Berg to see if it snaps him out of whatever the fuck he's in. But he might just freak the fuck out and attack it.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna make it over here to the left, completely away from us.
Adam, force JP to make a wisdom save against doing that.
Look, we're trying to snap him out of this. That's what I'm doing. I was gonna try to do like the Azure Vortex thing, but
You've never, yeah, I don't know what she looks like.
I don't know what she looks like. Yeah, but I know what Kukrit looks like.
Yeah. All right. So Sullyhoff says some magic words, and yeah, an illusion of this kind of weaselly man appears. Now, the last time this is the first time we're seeing Kukrit like on screen in the TV show of Court of Swords. So he, we saw him ages ago, and he was like in his 40s then, and like kind of cocky and had his shit together. But when you saw him, this was a long time later, and he's been hunting for Berg. So I think the time has not been kind to him. His face is weathered, and he's got this permanent sneer. And he appears before you, and is like looking down at Berg. And what do you want him doing?
I want him to snap out of whatever confusion.
What do you want the illusion to do? Like, what is it? Is it like just like saying mean things to him, or?
I don't know if I want to taunt him that much.
Yeah, right.
He's just standing there, just like he's just standing there. There's no he's not saying anything. There's no audible cue to it.
Okay, all right, sure.
Oh my God! Is that wrinkly bastard that put that thing on my arm?
Yep.
I hold Ramus back. Ramus, quiet.
No, I want to kill this motherfucker.
This is not for you, Ramus.
He got me killed.
I mean, the illusion works. So.
Yeah, I've just got one like tortoise
that
arm.
motherfucker. Hold me back. Awesome. All right. So meanwhile, Kalimat, are you trying to talk Berg back?
Yes.
Okay. Make another persuasion check.
20.
Okay. All right, Berg. So with advantage.
Okay.
Come on back, Berg. Listen to the sound of my voice.
Hey, there you go. Okay. So here's what you see. The last thing you see of the memories, Berg, is you're on the roof of a building. You've taken this. You've gotten up the nerve. You drank enough to like talk to this beautiful dwarven lady, and the two of you are up on the roof or the patio, and you're looking up at the sky, and she's saying something, but you can't, for the life of you, can't remember what it is. You're looking at her, and something distracts you. And you look up at the sky, and there's a single bright blue star that just like falls across the sky. And when you see that, that's when you hear Kalimat's voice. And you blink hard, and then we get you see both things at once. And the dwarven woman is looking at you like, "Are you okay? What's wrong?" And like putting her hands on your shoulders, and you can feel them. You can feel her hands on your shoulder. And then you blink a few more times, and suddenly you're in this dark tunnel, and there's shadows around you. And you can feel the dwarf's memories sinking back down. You can feel Berg returning to the surface. And when you do, obviously you're exhausted because your rage is over. You see Kalimat in front of you. And then standing slightly to your left, you see Kukrit. And he's just standing there staring at you in the shadows.
The second thing comes to, I'm gonna cancel that shit.
So I don't know that you know.
I don't think
he's blinking and like looking around.
I also don't think I can cancel the illusions. But yeah.
So what do you do, Berg?
So Berg comes out of it. Still, as far as Berg knows, Kukrit's standing right there.
Oh, you can dismiss it.
Okay. Yeah, he comes out. He's like, she locks eyes with Kukrit, and he just goes, and then like grabs his hammer and just starts flying at Kukrit to smash right into him.
Okay. All right. So do you go into a rage?
Yeah, he goes into another rage.
All right, so let's roll really quick just to see the order in which these things happen. Everybody roll initiative. Let me clear the order real quick. Everybody roll initiative.
God damn it, man.
Included. And Berg, remember to roll twice.
Ooh, the 22 from Ramus. Berg's
Okay.
got to roll twice. He's got to beat 17s.
There we go.
Sorry, you probably can't see mine.
Hello.
A
Go up
2
there and
and 11.
so it would be the
All right. Kalimut got a 17. Okay.
Yep.
All right. So Berg roars and is about to throw himself into a rage. Ramus, you have the first action. What are you gonna do?
I cast Sacred Flame at the illusion of Kukrit.
Nice. Okay. Right. It seems to just like light up around him and have no effect. He's probably wearing some kind of magic item that protects him from fire. Kalimut, what do you do? Berg is like right in front of you.
Right. Do I know that this is an illusion, or do I know what's
No.
going on?
Think so.
Not unless you saw me cast it, but everyone was probably concerned with Berg, so I don't think you would have.
Okay. So do I believe that this person is here?
Yeah. I mean, you didn't really see him because he was silent, so you kind of.
He can make a save to investigate it if you want. As part of the spell.
Yeah, if
to
you use
examine
your
it.
turn to examine it, which I
Yeah.
don't know that you'd do that necessarily.
Okay. Well, fuck. I think I'm in a really shitty position where I'm going to have to attack a fucking illusion. If I don't know it's an illusion, I have just calmed down. I turn around, I see a fucking
Well,
dude
hold
right
on.
here.
We go at the same time. So like you're fucking reaching for your bow and putting the thing in there, and I'm just like, and it just
Okay.
goes away.
Okay.
All right. So Berg,
Yeah,
you don't
no,
even have.
I'm pulling out my sword.
Yeah, and he just disappears. Now Berg, you don't have to rage because you don't have a chance, right? He just
All right,
vanishes.
yeah. I was gonna ask, how quickly does everything happen?
Because
Because it
it would
takes a
happen on
second.
your turn. Yeah,
Right,
so you
okay.
start to stand up, there's like, "Rah," and then he's gone.
Yeah, so I guess Berg would be like at the peak of him goes like, "Ah!" He just like stops for like, after taking a step forward about to like, heave the.
And I'm still making like I turn back and I'm making cooing noises at fucking Berg.
Yeah, he stops and he like blinks and he's just like, what happened?
You blacked out after you killed that dwarf.
The dwarf's name was Nurzad. Berg knows that. But I don't know.
They're all gone.
The battle is
Good.
over.
Good. He like lowers his weapon and like puts it back, to his side or on his back. Like, good. Better he's dead. What now?
What happened to you? You weren't there.
I saw his entire life. Everything. His memories. His feelings. His essence. Everything.
Has that happened before?
Not like that. No.
I'm like checking his eyes and stuff to make sure like
You might even see Berg's eyes are kind of like darting around like very rapidly because he's still, as he's calming himself down, his like everything's just firing like crazy.
Yeah.
That's the first time I've seen him do that to a human being. Usually it's just creatures.
something I wish to study once we get out of here. Most definitely. That is not normal.
What
Well,
now?
well, I suggest we take whatever we can off of these pieces of shit. And Remus, I seem to have a rather large bruise in this area.
Yes.
Would you be so kind as to help me out so that I may breathe properly?
I will say prayers to the tower for you. He will guide you and heal your many flaws.
I'm sorry, you said what to the tower?
I'm gonna say prayers to the tower.
Oh, you'll say prayers to the tower.
He just
Okay.
I will pray for you. Do you?
Yep.
Hashtag thoughts and prayers.
Yeah, thoughts and prayers.
Thoughts and prayers.
Thoughts and prayers for your lost hit points. Rip.
Thoughts and prayers.
Every time I see that at all now, I just think of that show.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right then. Well, let's take their stuff and continue on, shall we?
Mace. Where is his mace?
Yeah, and you see it lying on the ground next to the body. And for a second, looking at the body is like looking in the mirror, right? Like you see it and you have that same self-recognition feeling, and then it passes.
Like an out of body, yeah.
Yeah, you're just like, oh, I'm lying on the ground, weird. And then you're like, no, that's not me. I'm a different thing.
Yeah. I think Berg grabs the mace off the ground and then looks down again at the body, and like as that connection between him fades, and Berg still retains the memories and thinks about all the horrible things that dwarf did.
Yeah.
He takes the mace that he picked up and just smashes his face.
Right. Okay. Cool. Yeah. So you swing the mace and it collides with flesh and bone. There's a crunching sound. Like you pull back and his face is all caved in, and the like beautiful maiden's face on the mace is now covered. It's got like a piece of bone like drips off of it. Yep.
That'll really up the sell price.
Now, quick question.
Yeah.
I know that I don't know how you feel about this, Adam, but as far as since Zeke as Calumet couldn't persuade Ramos, can I persuade him with a persuade roll to heal me? Does that not work or not?
I don't have infinite sources of healing. Like they're limited each day. So if I use them now, like we won't have them later in battle.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Sounds
We
good.
can
That's
also
fine.
take a short rest.
I've got healing potions. I didn't know like that they wouldn't come back to you or whatever.
Like we'll take a short rest where we can use our hit dice to heal ourselves a bit. So don't worry.
Okay, no problem then. No worries. I've got potions of healing. I just thought I can't like sleep and get back a potion.
Yeah.
Okay, no big deal. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll search the furthest away body.
Okay.
The one that's in the middle of the room.
The mace is the most valuable looking thing on any of them. And then I think that you managed to find some like additional kind of gold. I think one of the bodies has 9 gold. And then the other bodies have 10 silver, and one of them has 3 platinum.
Yeah. Are you writing that down, Dan?
Yep. Okay.
Does the mace have? Is it obvious? It's just like a regular mace, or does it seem to have any other magical properties to it?
A short rest would answer that question.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Oh. By the way, I'm actually going to. How many gold pieces were there?
There are 9 gold.
9.
Okay, I'm going to let Dan know that let the party know. I'm going to take 5 of these gold for my personal collection due to the fact that I had to bribe the street urchin and I paid for the horse and cart or the goat and cart before. So I'm just going to take 5 of these out of the group stash.
I think Berg looks at you like, we don't fucking care.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm just kind of.
No, this was more directed at Ramos because I know he
Okay.
fucking cares.
Hold on, let me get out the book. All right,
Yeah,
It's just like it wasn't even like an angry thing. Like Berg's just like, why? What?
Yeah.
I'll need your receipt.
He spits on his hand.
No receipt. That's fine.
All right.
Okay. Berg also takes the mace that he just got done smashing the dwarf skull in, and hands it to Sally Hoffa. It's like,
Yeah.
What do you want? I take the
Maybe.
hammer and it falls down on the ground.
I don't know anything about this. Maybe you can.
Okay, I understand now. Yes, hold on to it and hand it to me next rest.
Okay.
And then, what are we gonna do about these bodies? I think I addressed that in the thing. We can't leave these bodies here.
I believe Adam said each of these people had a cloak of protection on them, so we all get 1 AC now. I
Oh,
think
shit.
I think that's what he
I could
said.
have
Yeah.
swore that's what
Do
he
they
said.
also have the
any
cloak
objections?
I mean, if they have,
Oh no, well there you go. Cool.
if they have 3 cloaks, then we can leave one
Wow.
behind and put it
Yeah.
on top.
Look,
I
there's
think
this
they all-
deck here. There's many things in it. I
think they also had at least one of them had a shield that was able to be held by
so.
Berg. So
Yeah.
that's cool.
There might be some armor in there too for you, Berg, if you look around.
Yeah. Hold on, let me rifle around a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, there's armor. Wow, that's crazy. Just as good as my last armor.
Yeah. It's great. It's great.
That's insane.
No, but really, what are we gonna do with these bodies? Are we just leaving them here?
There's doors all around the entire hallway.
We're not just gonna open a door and be like, "Hi," and then just throw a body.
Listen. All
Is there a
right.
janitor closet? I doubt this place would have a janitor, but
Adam, do any
No,
of these?
there's no janitor. No.
Adam, do any of these doors in this hall have a not an address or anything? Some sort of thing labeling that someone lives there?
No, because I mean the reason we have addresses is so that people know where to deliver mail to. These are all just hovels, and the people that live here come and go. They don't have mailing addresses or anything.
Fuck.
No.
No, these men were thugs. This happens, I'm sure, in places like this.
Well, I mean, they're thugs, but they're thugs that are in the employ of the woman who owns this building. These are the slumlords' goons, and now they're dead. The people that live in this building, they know those 3 dwarves intimately because those are the guys who show up and are like, "Rent's due, asshole." Right?
Yeah.
They're known quantities, and you just rolled up in their house and murdered them.
So they're happy that we killed them.
I mean, they're happy until Sabian sends her other enforcers to be like, "Where did those guys go? What did you see?"
Yeah, put the blame on them.
Yeah. So happy for the moment. You might be able to turn this to your advantage, or if you want to get the fuck out of here, you could try to quickly find the door you're looking for and get out of here.
Well, if I may. Now, tell me what you think of this idea. This might not be a great idea or the best idea, but I have charcoal and I have parchment. What if I were to put a name on these men and leave it on them? Something to the effect of Kukrit says hello or something like that.
Frame someone else for the murder. I love it.
We could just bring them through the portal with us.
Sneaking around while carrying bodies is difficult.
Adam, would Berg have more intimate knowledge of the area he's in now because of the absorbing the dwarves, as far as being able to find a place that maybe you could hide the bodies that no one would go or very rarely go?
You could try. Make a history check at disadvantage.
Okay. And yep. 13, no, it's a 3. Oh yeah. Shit.
Yeah. So you have these vague kind of itch at the back of your skull trying to get at the memories, but yeah, you can't.
I have it. And you see, Calamont get out some parchment and start writing on this with the charcoal, and then he folds it up and puts it or shows you guys. He says, it says on it, "For crossing the immortals."
That's a tall order.
We could just bring them.
It has the benefit of being true, though, or we are sort of, one could say, in league with them.
We talked to them. We talked to them once.
Our path.
Cully,
We
that's,
know them.
that's kind of a stretch.
What was the name of that rat woman you said? You said there was some leader of them. What was his name?
The Rat King.
Why not him?
I don't know him.
That's it is. I mean, to your point, Ramus, it's a much more
Believable.
It's a much more believable lie, for sure.
These are all horrible things to do to someone who's inflicted no harm on you. Simply bring them into the area we're going and no one will ever know.
If you are upset by this, you are in for a world of awakening, my friend.
If I may, my vote is to leave them there.
I do not want to haul them. It will slow us down.
Well,
Well, we could open one of these doors and throw them in there. At least give us a day. If the apartment's empty.
I'm kind of like looking towards Collie Matt with like, I don't know, like sad eyes. Like none of this is a good plan. I don't want to put this burden on anyone else. I'm trying to make sure that like Collie sees that I'm trying for that.
Or we could just go. I'm for that. I don't really care.
Hold on. You want to take them with us through this portal where we have no idea where it leads. Well, we have some idea, but no idea of the actual location. And leave them inside of that place?
Yes.
Unknowable things happen inside portals. They may just not go through. They could come alive and attack us. So I don't know. That's a very wild and crazy suggestion. But I like it. I think we should try it. I want to know what happens.
I say we find the place first, and then we figure it out from there.
And these bodies.
Because we don't
stay
know
here?
which way. Adam, do we have any idea of which way we need to go to get to this place?
It's one of these doors. You'll find it eventually.
Okay, so let's find the door first, and then we'll go to the trouble of taking them through the door.
Okay. All right. So, is that the plan? You're gonna continue your search?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So on the floor above you, so you ascend the stairs. On the floor above you, you get that feeling of like, oh wait, this is familiar, and you walk down the hall to a door that has been boarded up. It's got wooden like slats across it, and as soon as you step in front of that door, you're like, nope, this is the one.
Okay. Well, Berg and Sally and let's go get the bodies and Berg and Sally. Hopefully, you can take one apiece, and then Ramos and I will take the other one.
Start.
You're talking about hauling them?
Yeah.
Yes, hauling them back from where they were to this door through the portal, because we don't want the tenants here to be blamed for their deaths. And
It's not that. I just don't want to leave them there, but I don't want to blame it on someone else.
Yeah. I mean, there's blood all over the place.
Yeah. I mean, tenants are probably going to get blamed. I just didn't want to blame it on someone else. It's totally up to you guys, though.
that's what we're doing.
Okay.
Yeah.
We do
Just
that.
leave them there.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So so you go downstairs, and each of you, like I guess 3 of the 4 of you, grab a body. The bodies are not in good shape. There's the guy with the caved-in face, blood pours all over you on the floor as you pick him up, throw him over your shoulder, and yeah, you get a couple of people peering out of their houses, like, what are they doing? And you make your way back upstairs. There's a trail of blood drops on the ground and up the stairs to the door. The door is boarded up. So what do you want to do?
I grab the acorn.
Yep.
And does I hold it up? Does anything happen?
I mean, also the door has like you can't. The door is shut,
enter
and then
it.
there's wooden boards covering it.
Right. I didn't know if it would like glow or start growing. I'm
Totally.
going to.
Yeah. He's like, hold it out. You're like, nothing happens.
I set it down in front of the door.
Put it down. Look at it. It sits there,
Yeah.
unassumingly acorn-like.
Sally, Ramus.
I think we need to get to the door, not the boards.
Yeah, I start tearing the boards down to the best I can.
Okay.
I don't
All
have
right,
like a wedge or anything, so I'm just clawing at them.
Yeah, I mean, you can pull on them. It's not done in a really like intensive way. So it takes some time. You can lever them off and yank them down. Sure. Okay.
Is there a door behind it, or was the board? Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, there's a wooden door behind it.
Okay. Yeah, I turn the doorknob.
Okay. So turn the knob, push the door open. There's an empty room on the other side. Just an empty, like a stone box.
And then I close my eyes and think back to the vision that we saw. Walk through it with the acorn in hand is what we were told, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if we all I guess I'd bend over and pick up the acorn and
Okay.
put a foot in the portal or in
So you-
the door.
You pick it up and you put your foot through and you feel stone on the other side. You watch your foot go through the door and like tap the floor. Nothing unusual seems to happen.
I turn back to the group. And if nothing opens behind me and I disappear, it's been fun. And I just kind of turn and walk through the door with the acorn in my hand.
Okay, the three of you see Sully have a disappear. He walks through the door and then is gone. And in the space where the archway fills, it starts to shimmer and ripple like the surface of a pond disturbed.
And without the acorn, I'll kind of gingerly step inside the room. Without the acorn, do I go in too?
When you step through, you also disappear. Yep.
Okay. Can I? Is there a
I assume
way to
Sully
step
hop
back
up-
out or not?
Well, I don't know. Let's see. I want to see what the other two do first. So, who's carrying a body?
I would imagine Berg. It was just because.
Yeah, because you're the big strong one.
I threw a body down trying to figure out the door when I took the boards off.
Oh,
so-
so there's a body on the floor. Sully went through without one. Do you take a body with you when you go? Kalimat?
Yeah, I'm dragging it by the pant
Okay.
leg.
All right, so it disappears as well when you drag it through.
Okay.
Ramus and Berg, what are you gonna do? Distill the water, and like I said, it's like a drop of water, and so you can see the ripples slowing and spreading out to the edges.
Ramus says, "Get their other two bodies. I'm going in."
Nice. Get the luggage, bye. And you
So
jump
Berg's just there by himself,
two corpses.
and grabs the other one and goes in.
Okay, so you pick up the bodies. You
Yeah.
step through as the final ripples kind of reach the edge.
Yeah.
So we cut to a very different scene. You are standing at the bottom of a great mountain. Essentially, there's this mount sort of leaping up in front of you, and you can only see it. It's huge and dark, and you can only see it because it's blocking the massive pattern of stars of the sky behind it. These stars are infinitely more complex and dense than the stars at home. You can't make out constellations because it's like, I don't know if you've ever seen long exposure pictures of the Milky Way or whatever. There's this huge,
Yeah, just
swath.
huge,
The
yeah.
whole sky is like that, and so the mountain is like negative space. It's this massive mount in front of you that is blocked out against the dark blue of the night sky behind it. Behind you, there is a stone archway not connected to anything. It's just standing. It seems like it seems like a freestanding ruin, just a rubble, and you're all lit by starlight. In front of you, there is a marble road It's like marble blocks shaped like pentagons locked together that lead up towards the mountain, illuminated by this blue starlight. And you can see somewhere up near the top of the mountain, there is a shimmering, like flickering source of light that isn't a star. It's like on the mountain itself. As well as your eyes adjust to the light, you can see that up ahead, on the road goes through what looks like a small village or a temple or something. There's a bunch of like low, strange looking kind of dome buildings. The air in here, immediately there's something very different about it. You go from being in a cave to being outside, but there's like the hair on your arm is standing up if you're a creature that has hair on your arms. So like Berg and Ramus, you feel like a strange electricity in the air. And I think that maybe, I don't know, the body you drag through, you can see that little motes of light or little like glowing spores are kind of settling on the body. They seem to be drawn from the atmosphere towards it.
Wait, what's happening with the bodies? You said
they're like little motes of light are appearing from the air and glowing and like kind of drifting down and settling on the body.
Now,
that's disturbing.
Adam, a question. Since I passed through first, was time the same? Was I here any longer? Did they immediately follow?
No, they seem to have come right behind you.
Okay.
Should have left the bodies.
What happens if I go and put my arm through the... I probably shouldn't do this. What happens if I go and put my arm through the arch?
Nothing. You just stick your arm through it and wave it around.
What happens if I put the acorn in the hand and put my arm through the arch?
Same thing. Your fist goes through the archway and wave it around.
Okay. I'd do all that and turn around.
Wait, do you mean that? How are we getting out?
That's exactly what I was just trying to figure out.
Well, as my dear old mother was fond of saying, sometimes the only way out is through.
I'm sorry, but your mother wasn't very smart.
I second that.
And I'm like leaned down looking at the spores on this body. Can I make an intelligence roll to see if I can figure out what's happening?
Pick a skill. Arcane would probably be the most likely skill.
We'll do that.
Okay.
26.
I don't know that you've ever had any direct exposure to this kind of thing, but it seems like they're being drawn to the body for some reason. Either as they're magical in nature. You can tell that they have no physical form, and they're being drawn to the bodies. And you can see the other two corpses that Berg is holding have these little motes like drawn to them. And actually, when you look, Ramus, they're starting to like float around you. They're ignoring everybody else, but the bodies and Ramus, they're just kind of like bugs, right? They're just like flying to you. And I don't know, Ramus, are you like waving them away, or do you even notice that you have them on you?
Do they feel anything? Or are they just like this?
No, they're just like drawn to you.
Well, this is weird. So am I like glowing almost? Like all these things are on me?
Yeah, they're just like bugs that are landing on you, basically.
Firefly kind of thing.
I try to like brush them off and see if I like.
Yeah, they disperse into the air and then kind of like float around you cautiously.
I don't like this.
It would seem they are attracted to things that
Handsome
are
men.
not living.
I know.
you interrupt and I finished it at the same time. Yes,
men.
sure. However you want to say that. This might be a problem if this is... I look towards the mountain. This is supposed to be a sneaking mission.
Do you know what they are? You're the magic one.
Do I have any sense of if these things are a living creature that I've ever encountered or read about in books?
They're definitely not. Yeah, they're not living creatures of any like place you've ever heard of. They have no material form. They could be like magical parasites. They could be vermin. Hard to say without more analysis. A detect magic spell would help, but right now,
All the bugs, they've gone on the dead the corpses and then on Ramus as well.
Yeah.
naturally.
No, I've never seen these creatures or read about them.
I think you see like Berg thinking really hard. He's just like looking at Ramus, looking at the bodies, looking at Ramus, and he's just like,
They think you're dead.
Yes. Yes, that's correct, Berg. This could be an issue. But
they don't feel like anything right now. This is very awkward, but I don't like this. Get them off me! I just.
Adam, I've got a magnifying glass. Can I put a magnifying glass up to the corpse of, or up to Ramus's body and see what it looks like under a magnifying glass?
Yeah. I mean, they just look like light with no source, right? So if you took a candle and you got rid of the flame but kept the light, that's what you have. They're little bluish white lights with no source, basically, and they're just tiny, like little like if you cast a light spell on a grain of rice and then took the grain of rice away.
And then once I kind of look at that with the magnifying glass, I pull back with my head and survey the ground in front of us, the area in front of us. Is it all dark?
So your eyes are slowly adjusting to the Skype chat. Your eyes
cool.
are adjusting to the darkness, essentially, and you can make out the edge of the buildings, these sort of strange monastery looking like domes, and then there's definitely something up on the mountain at the end of this road. And if you look around behind you, it looks like you were standing at the edge of an island. You can see the land stretch out, and basically everything is just shades of darkness, right? The sky, you can tell from the ground because the sky is more of like a purple black, and the ground is like a green black. And you can see that if you turn behind you, I don't know, maybe like 400 or 500 feet out, the land seems just to end.
So we're kind of sticking out, you would say, right now, with all these bugs on us, with the light spell. We're kind of just
only
like
Ramus. The rest of you are just lit by the starlight from above. Ramus has kind of got like the fairy fire effect going on, as long as he doesn't like shake it off of him.
And did you say there was like a township looking thing?
Maybe there's some kind of like, yeah, they're buildings. Some of them have a square or a pentagon-shaped base with a dome. Some are just domes coming up out of the ground. There's maybe a dozen of them between you, like along the path. If you walk up this road, this sort of like marbled stone road, you'll reach the, you'll walk right through that.
Well,
and actually, looking at the marble, it's like a white marble. Veined with a kind of mossy green color, and it looks like brilliantly polished. Like you can almost see your own reflection in it when you look at them. Like somebody like got on their hands and knees and polished each and every one of these stones that lock together to make up the road. They reflect the sky above, almost like a mirror.
These things are going to be problematic. They will see Ramus coming from very far away.
well, I volunteer to scout the location if you'd like. I can go up there and see what's what and report back.
Well, I think that's a great plan, but whatever's up there, and I point to the mountain, surely sees that something has come through that archway, especially with these things flying around.
Well,
Whether we want,
that's no cause not to try and sneak around.
by all means, sneak away. But we have already been found. That much is known.
Such a pessimist. Always assuming the worst.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let me go ahead and I will be back. Give me, I don't know, how do they count time? Like one turn of the hourglass or something?
Yeah, I mean everybody has different methods of time, but yeah, you can. We'll, basically, what I assume is that when you say like, "Give me an hour," you're using whatever the common parlance is for that, because they don't have watches or whatever.
Okay.
So.
Yeah. Give me an hour, and I will do preliminary search around the whatever this encampment or township is to see if there's anything, any signs of life or anything like that. And if you hear, if you hear me yelling, come help me.
While you're doing that, I have an idea that I'd like to try. While you're doing that, while you're off at scouting, I want to try something with this body.
I'll do my best to study this world while you're gone.
Keep an eye out for the cops while I do something with this body.
And I start casting Gentle Repose as a ritual on the corpse. It'll take me 10 minutes to cast the whole thing.
Okay.
Just to see if once it's cast, if they will stop going on.
And what does that do?
It makes it so that the body stops decaying and can't become undead for 10 days.
Okay.
So it just stops, like sort of like puts it like a stop on time on the body. So like it's like it's not dying anymore.
Oh yeah. Okay. Sure. All right. So you begin that ritual. How many bodies can you apply it to?
It just takes you can just keep casting it, but once it's cast on a body, it's just lasts 10 days on that body.
Yeah. I just mean like in one casting, it's one casting per body.
One casting per body. Yeah.
Okay.
And then if I cast it on the body and the stuff stops going on it, then I'll try. It's never been done to a living person, but I'll try casting it.
So we'll
on
get there.
myself.
So it takes you 10 minutes. You start intoning the prayer to the tower. Meanwhile, Kaliman, you're gonna sneak off.
Yep.
All right, make a stealth check.
Okay. 28.
Nice.
Okay, you're very stealthy. So you disappear into the darkness. Are you following the road, or what are you doing?
Well, before I leave, you see him take his outer cloak off, and like kind of shake it out, and then turn it around, and it's like completely black.
Okay, cool.
Just for flair, for flavor. And then what was your question?
So how are you approaching? Are you walking up the road? Are you off to the side of the road?
No. I'm going at a diagonal. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you approach, and it's very disorienting because you're not looking at an object. You're looking at the absence of an object when you look up at this mountain. And so it seems like it doesn't get any closer as you get closer to it. So it's either very far away or very large or both. And as you get closer, you see, I think the first thing that breaks there's on the ground, it's covered in this sort of like thin grass, this thin greenish grass. There's a spot where the grass stops, and there is maybe about a 3-foot wide band where there's no grass, where it's just stone, like flat polished stone, and it's a ring, and it goes out as far as you can see on the left and right, and seems to like ring around the mountain. So if we'll do a shitty drawing here.
Okay.
Let me jump everybody back to the base screen, and I will draw you a shitty drawing.
Okay.
So if you envision that you are on a vast island in the darkness, JP, I'm going to draw it to the right of the Court of Swords logo. You're on this like vast island in the darkness, and on that island there's a big old mountain. It looks to you like you are standing in front of the first ring of a series. You can see of these like flat rings in the ground that approach the mountain. You can't see how many there are. I just drew 3 because that's how much space I had. And then at the base of the mountain, you can see these buildings, this like half dozen buildings, and they seem to stand within certain things of the ring. And then you are approaching along the road that leads up, and then there's the archway at the end of the road.
Okay.
So there's where you are, and you're just like approaching up this way, kind of. And so you reach this ring, and you look along both sides.
I stop before I cross the ring.
Yeah, totally. So you stop and you look, and yeah, it's just like the ground is flat, and there's just grass, and then no grass for 3 feet, and then grass again, and it's a perfect like ring. And right in front of, and actually, if you follow your eyes along, you can see that there's a like a totem or a post or something at the edge where the road meets the ring.
Okay. Does it have any writing or markings on it?
It's too far away for you. You'd have to walk up to the road.
Okay. Scanning around, see if I see any movement. If I don't see any, then I'm going up to the post.
Make a perception check.
Okay. 8.
Okay. No, you don't see anything.
Okay. I go over to the post.
So when you walk over to it, this whole thing takes about as long as it takes for Ramus to cast that spell. So Ramus, you finish intoning your prayer to gently repose the corpse, and you touch what body do you start with?
The one that's the most intact. That looks not as the one without this face bashed in.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Sounds good. So you walk over and you put your hand on it, and you feel the tower's magic flow into the thing, and as soon as you do that, it repels the little things. They all just kind of like flutter away from it and dissipate into the ambient magical space.
Very interesting. I'm gonna do it to the other two now.
Okay, so you start casting it again. So while that's happening, what are you doing, Sally Huffa and Berg?
What are you doing, Berg?
Ramus is just casting stuff and seeing like the.
Ramus is praying and then touch one of the bodies, and then the little things they flutter away.
Yeah. Berg's probably looking intently at that, just kind of wondering what's going on, and a little bit bewildered by everything, and looking around at his environment. Maybe he kneels down to the ground and like grabs a bit of the earth just to see if they're on like, you know what I mean? If they're in like some other plane entirely or whatnot, just to get an idea of his surroundings.
Yeah,
and
the soil is cold, but not frosted, right? It feels cold in your hands. It crumbles like regular dirt, but it has a greenish, like a dark green kind of tint to it. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's really all Berg's doing.
Okay. Sully, what are you doing?
I'm trying to just like figure out the laws of this plane and see
Sure.
like what if it's a 1-to-1 from where we came from, if I dig into the earth, if it's sand or clay or what is below us in that sense, depending on like how deep I go. Probably going to be burying the bodies as well. Not in a way of like burial process, but just to get them out of sight.
Hide them.
Yeah. If I
Okay,
can,
so
but
you're
I
just
like.
digging a hole?
Yeah, I scoop down into the ground with my claws. What do I get when I do that?
Same as Berg. You just get this like crumbly kind of soil.
Okay. I look at Berg and say, "We should bury these bodies."
Oh, actually, can I get you to make a perception check for me, Sully? Because you might notice those.
Sure. 13.
Okay. Yeah. So you crouch down to like dig in the grass, and you notice that the grass is like swaying slightly, but you feel no wind.
Okay. I make a mental note of that.
Yeah. When you look over at Berg, maybe you notice that his like cloak or something is like flowing in a breeze you can't feel.
Being around wizards probably my entire life, is it in a wizard's domain? They can probably simulate stuff like that, right? I would think.
I mean, depending on the wizard, right? Like, if they have proper skill, they can do whatever they want. They can make the laws of reality exactly how they want them to be. They can mess with life and death, light and dark. If this is a constructed plane, Utrix of the Seven Potencies has handcrafted every aspect of it. However, he may also have left some things to be up to chance, right? The ambient magic of the place may have its own influence.
Okay. Good to know. I turn to Berg. We should bury these bodies just to get them out of sight. And I start clawing down.
All right.
Berg nods and like, yeah.
Okay. So you have, Calimad, you have approached this little pillar. It's about waist high, about as big around as like a dinner plate. So like a meter tall dinner plate size. And on its surface, it's of pure white marble. On its surface is etched 8 concentric rings, right? Just on the top. So it's flat cylinder, and on the top, these 8 concentric rings. And it's on your side of the line.
Okay. Were you were talking to me, right?
Yes. Yeah, that's what you
Yes,
see.
okay,
That's,
okay.
that's the like post that you walk
Okay.
over to.
And there's no like discernible letters or
Not that you can see, no.
okay. Do these things turn?
No, they're just etched into the they're slightly carved into the surface. Just like perfect circles.
Okay. And there's 8 of them, you said, right? Okay. And there's nothing to read there.
No.
Okay.
Not by looking at it.
Place is all
Well-
fucking weird, man.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, what Kalimata is thinking is that this is some sort of like alert system that you cross these rings, someone's gonna find or someone's gonna know that you're there.
Could be.
If I created a pocket fucking universe island, I would have fucking alert like bells on it. So I don't know that sneaking is a fucking option.
In just in case pesky
Before
kids
I
show up.
cross, I don't cross anything. I just make note of the post with the 8 concentric rings, right?
Yep.
And I tell them, or I go back to the group
Okay, so you're gonna
let
go
them
back-
know. Yeah, let them know this is beyond my fucking understanding.
While you're on your way back, Ramus, you cast the spell again on the other body.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. So it repels every time you cast it, it repels them basically.
Okay.
So you've done. Do you want to do all 3 bodies?
Yeah, all 3.
Okay.
All 3 bodies.
All right. So you've done that. And this is when Kalimat is returning. So Kalimat, I think you see Ramus lifting his hands from the body as the little bits disperse.
I go to tell everybody if I can gather them up.
Yeah, they're all in the same place.
Yep.
They're at this point. I think you're able to. You see them dragging a body into this pit. Now, is this like a mass grave situation? You're digging
Yeah.
just like a hole and okay, yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
And as they're like loading the bodies in, I tell them like about the rings that I've seen on the ground, the rings I've seen on the post. I didn't cross any of them. I tell them about the buildings and the mountain and where the path goes, and basically everything that's on the map that you see right there. And I just let them know this is beyond me. I don't know. I didn't cross any of the rings, but as I said before, if I owned an island in the middle of nothingness, I would definitely have an alarm system of some sort. And I'm guessing that's what these rings are. They will tell the person our exact location as we cross them, but I don't know. I would like you to come look at them, examine them, search your brains.
It's a good guess. I believe these things, and I point to Ramus, as he's probably he's the only thing left that has them on him, are also
He's still brushing them off
Yeah.
occasionally.
they're also a clear warning sign for whoever lives here. Well, old Utrix, most likely. I kind of like gesture my hands around. This is all his doing. It's not here. He did not find this. It was most likely created by him. So I'm sure everything that we see here has some sort of trap or purpose to it. We must think of it as so. Ramus, it would definitely be in your interest of removing those creatures if you do wish to chance that spell.
The thing is, this has never been cast on a living person before. I don't know what would happen.
Well, I tell you what. Well, never mind.
No, it's really more of a Shelbyville idea.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Nice one.
Two Simpsons
was-
references in one
Simpsons, yeah.
episode. Wonderful.
Crazy.
I love it.
I was gonna say something, but yeah, whatever.
Well, how does that work exactly? I'm not familiar.
Well, do you notice the copper coins I was putting on the eyes of the creatures? Those have to stay there. That's why I adhered them to their eyes. I don't know. I would have to like make copper coin goggles, and then even then, I don't know if it would work. I could just I don't know. Anything could happen. It could be more dangerous than someone discovering us.
It's your decision. I cannot make that for you.
I mean, we could try, but bad things could happen. Is all I'm saying.
I put my hands up. It is your decision. I cannot ask you to perform something that may harm you.
All right, I'm gonna flip a coin.
Yeah, you got
Okay.
these ceremonial coins
I-
anyway.
yeah,
my
I-
guy.
I kind of that is
anyways.
not a logical. And then you flip the coin.
Flip the coin. One, I cast it on myself. Two, I do not.
Okay.
Okay, we're doing it.
Okay.
Oh God.
While I'm doing this, I need you two to turn these copper coins into things I can see through. And attach them with the string.
I'll figure something out.
Okay, I'm gonna start channeling the ritual, and then when I finish it, I need you to put them on my eyes, tie them around, and then I will cast it on myself.
I feel like it's a really weird thing to do because you're performing a funeral for yourself, basically.
Yeah.
Like normally you would anoint the corpse, and now you're like anointing and you're like you lie down on the ground and you have to like throw the salt over your own shoulder and like it's a very yeah. So you all watch as Ramus performs his own funeral.
Well, we got to make the coins with the. How are we going to pierce a coin? Can I cast Firebolt fine enough to make a hole through a coin?
No, but I mean these are soft coins, right? So
Okay,
if you have
I just have a knife.
a
then.
knife, you can drill a little hole in them.
That's what I do.
Okay, all right. So you do the thing and you perform the thing and you lie down and the last thing is they have to place the coins on your eyes. So these coins they've like burrowed the hole. So how are you going to keep them on your eyes?
We're going to string between the two and then string around the back of my face.
So put a string through the hole and then hold it, but then the string will be on your eyes.
Or like
right?
wrap the string around the coin on the inside of the ring and then like
Okay, yeah, I kind of you're trying to make like
he's onto
glasses out
something.
of them.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, sure, yeah, okay. I think you can try that. There are more important things to think about. So make a religion check for me.
Okay, and I'll use inspiration for this. Oh, and again.
Not
Okay, so
Okay.
16.
So here's what happens. You finish the spell. You say the last of the words. They put the coins in your eyes. You all hear this, and you all have the same exact vision. It just lasts for just a second. You hear the sound of someone knocking a glass jar on the floor. It doesn't break, but that like glass on stone, like pink sound of something bouncing. And you immediately, for just a second, have a vision of an office. You can see motes of dust and sunlight. You can see massive shelves, and the shelves are all lined with scrolls and books. And sitting at a desk, you see a strange gold-skinned creature with, and he's probably got eight arms. And he's got these little glasses on the end of his strange alien face, and he's writing in a book. And he just looks up when he hears that sound, and he turns. And then he makes a face like he just kind of like touches his mustache. He makes a face like, must have been nothing. And he looks back down and keeps writing in his book. And when that happens, the little motes go poof, and like flutter away from Ramus. So you all see that. You hear the pinging sound, and you're all just like, ugh. You see this quick flash, and then it's gone.
What?
I think Berg's instinctual reaction because he doesn't understand what the fuck just happened just went,
What?
No, that we all do that. That's Solly's. What? But
Did you just see that?
Yes, I saw the gold-skinned man in the office.
Lots of arms.
if I had to guess, I would say it's some sort of celestial, but I don't know what that was.
Why did we see that?
I don't know. That wasn't. This is not supposed to be cast on a living person. There's a lot of things I just did I shouldn't have done, but I'm known for doing that. Okay, so if you wanted an experiment, here you go. This has never been done before.
This is very very concerning.
They're gone. The things are gone.
I see that, but now, he didn't seem too concerned by it. I guess.
Can I sense any changes in my physical body at all?
No.
Okay. Well, I better get used to these glasses, but I think we're okay. I'm looking everywhere just to make sure nothing's around. Just, okay.
Yeah. So you have these weird like copper coins with holes in them, and and so you look up the road and we can see the great dark mountain in the distance, and then you head that way.
Yeah, I think because we're due for time. Maybe maybe the episode ends on me casting message to Kalimat. So I whisper something through the air and just say, "This has been one of the strangest days I've ever experienced. It was the right decision to go with these two." And I just kind of look straight at you when I do this, but it's a whisper so no one else can hear it. You can respond to me in the whisper, by the way.
Okay. And so I get this in my head, and I fucking hate it when you do this, because down the phone I'm just like, and then I just look and I whisper back at you, "Yes, exciting, isn't it?"
Okay, that's where the episode ends. Unless something happens, Adam, unless they're gonna trigger something. Okay, all right.
I got all the time in the world.
As we walk up to the rings of doom.
Approach the ring.
Jeez.
Fucked, guys. You know that, right?
Yeah, this I was hyped for this episode, but now next week I have no idea what the fuck to think. I have absolutely no idea.
Well, we got a lot of time to think about maybe a strategy or something.
I mean, we can follow the rings to the edge and see what's at the edge. They got to have an end, right? I don't know.
Do they?
Well, I don't know. We'll try to figure it out.
You're through the looking glass.
Realm of the wizard.
Yeah, you're through the looking glass now, boys.
Got fucking 7 potencies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll try to figure it out.
Yeah.
We'll try to figure it out. All right, let's do some shout outs. Then we'll go record our Patreon video. Max, let's start with you.
I am GassyMexican, broadcaster and streamer. It's the same thing. I meant to say YouTuber and streamer on Twitch here. All my stuff's on that side. And good episode. If you guys want to follow me and what I do, it's all there. Follow me on the Twitters. And I won't be streaming tonight, but probably tomorrow. Good episode. I don't know what the fuck we're going to do. Like, I'm just curious to see what's going to happen. And I don't know, man. We're in the realm of the wizard, so anything is really possible. But yeah, thanks again, Adam, for pushing through. I know you've been feeling a little under the weather. Appreciate you.
Thanks, buddy.
That dedication, and of course, Dan, Zeke, and GAP for doing their thing. I don't know why I fucked up my words there, but yeah, move on to the next person. Thanks for the show.
Thank you very much, Max. Dan, some shout outs.
Hi, I'm Dan, DansGaming on Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, easy to find. Variety streamer, currently playing through Gothic 1, which I'll be continuing tomorrow. The game's a classic and really fun so far. It's my first playthrough, and I've been enjoying it. We're going some uncharted territory with my character right now, like casting spells that shouldn't be cast in the way they are. It's just fun. It's to see what happens. But yeah, I'm having a great time with this part of our series of with Ramus, and I'm excited to see what happens next week.
And not last. We still got Adam to go. Zeke, some shout outs. And then
You betcha.
Adam.
And then
First, my name is Ezekiel the Third, Ezekiel _ I on Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube if you want to check me out. Thank you to JP, Max, Dan, and of course Adam for making this the highlight of my week every week. It's something I look forward to, and it seems like the rest of the week is just me wasting time until more Quarter of Swords because I love role playing. Thank you all very much for being here. I do variety stuff, usually starting at noon Pacific every day, except for Wednesdays, because Wednesdays tomorrow's Drop Frames, and then after Drop Frames, I have tentatively scheduled for nothing else than viewer bait. I'm gonna pick up Getting Over It again.
Oh, nice.
After Drop Frames tomorrow. So
Jericho
if you want
beat
to
it,
come
by the
see
way.
me hate fuck a game for a few hours,
I think maybe you got the process of that backwards, buddy.
Yeah.
the hate fucks me.
Yeah, I think you might be the fucky in this case.
I might be the fuck e.
Either way,
That's right.
something's getting fucked.
True.
Yeah.
Jericho ended up beating that, by the way, Zeke. I don't know if you saw that. But
Well, thanks for the update because I care.
yeah, he had the same religious experience that I did with it, and I haven't even beaten it yet. So I hope you get there. I hope you get to have that same experience where we appreciate it instead of just
love
having
that.
like vitriol for it. Adam, do some shout outs.
Hello, everybody. Thank you for coming. I love Quarter Swords. I've said this at the end of every episode. These are the fucking times. These are the times of my life. I love playing Dungeons and Dragons. I think we're doing some real cool stuff with Quarter Swords right now. So thank you for coming and watching. I'm seeing lots of people in chat who this is their very first episode. You have many options for catching up. There's lots of little arcs. So feel free to jump on the community site. It's community.itmeJP.com, and feel free to ask questions there. There's lots of fans there. I started the Q&A for today's episode, so you can pop in and ask questions there. And you can find me at twitch.tv/Adam Coble or on Twitter at skinnyghost. I run lots of role-playing games, and I play video games on my channel. So come on over. I'll be streaming tomorrow if I don't die in my sleep. So see you
Nice.
there or in the afterlife.
Maybe
That's
so.
also us. That's everybody. Every
true. That is
streamer
true.
every night.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I'll be on my channel tomorrow unless I'm dead.
That's how I'm gonna start doing my send-offs. Yeah.
Yeah.
See you tomorrow, unless I die. Well, then maybe not. We won't see you.
That suck.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. Stream's canceled. I died.
That's no excuse.
That's gonna be the tweet when I finally kill over.
Yeah.
That's gonna be the tweet. Sorry, guys, no stream. I'm dead.
So you
That's gonna go in my
laugh.
will.
You laugh, but there are like apps or bots or whatever on the internet
It'll do
where
it?
you can set it. You can set it so if you don't check your Gmail within 90 days or whatever, or like a year, it'll send an email to everybody. I guarantee there's a Twitter one where you're like,
God,
if I
that's
don't
dark.
check my Twitter for a year, post stream's canceled. I died.
Oh man, I need to set that. In like 60 years, when Twitter is no longer a thing at all, that tweet's gonna go out and
Yeah.
no one's gonna care. It's gonna be great.
I'm alive again. Just kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah, JK.
Before we end off, but what about Danger Sense? Adam, you can go grab a shirt that just has the words
Yeah.
Danger Sense on it, and it's the stupidest thing.
Danger sense.
It's straight off of Berg Inc.
So
The makers
I gotta-
of Big Bird and Little Bird.
I gotta say about this T-shirt, I cannot wait until in like 6 months or so when everyone's got their shirt and it's proliferated, and I go to PAX East and every fucking 5 seconds someone's coming up to me in a Danger Sense shirt and be like, "Danger Sense, Adam."
Yeah.
With
gonna
every T-shirt, you are entitled to one Danger Sense Adam in person to
Uh-oh.
me. You're allowed one. All right, I'll give it to you. I'll let you have that.
Uh-oh.
I already ordered mine. It's great.
Good, perfect. Everybody gets one.
Yeah.
It's free with the shirt.
All right, that's it. We'll see you guys tomorrow for Drop Frames. We're gonna do last week's Q&A episode, so if you have questions, I should probably retweet that, but it's in the history somewhere. But I'll get that tweet out tonight so you guys can add questions to it. And then we'll also be talking about our Game of the Year stuff tomorrow, since it is the final show of November. And we coming up on December, which is when we do Game of the Year. So that's that. We're gonna record a Patreon video. If you want to watch that, it's patreon.com/roleplay. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.